Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1. And what a beautiful performance from the Chelsea lads today. None of them should be under 8 or below. All 8 out of 10 performances, at least. A very beautiful, well done game by Chelsea. Now, obviously, the main thing is if Liverpool needed to win against us to win the league, it probably would have been a different story. Let's be honest. Liverpool played a weaker team, especially that midfield. But it still was in Chelsea's hands. We still had to do the job. So, before we get into this review, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, will Chelsea make top 5? Will we do it? We've hit some good form, so fingers crossed. But let's get into it. Goal scorers and the goals. First one, Enzo Fernandez. Love it, amazing. We get the ball from Romeo Lavia. Lavia plays a nice ball into Palmer as he spun Jones. Jones gets sat down. It was amazing. Cole Palmer then plays it out to Pedro Neto. Neto cuts the ball back across. Enzo Fernandez wearing the number 8 shirt. Which beautiful man used to do that as a number? Oh my god, as a number 8. Super Frank. It's amazing if Enzo Fernandez can pick up that type of form, late runs into the box. Could he actually be looking at Lampard numbers? This season he's been so much better in terms of stats wise. So beautiful goal, helps us massively. Good, what was it, like 3 minutes I think it was? Amazing. Listen, that set the tone early. We set the intent of going out there. We were gonna win this game. Got the fans behind us instantly, which was amazing, because the longer it went on and it was still 0-0 against this team, it would have been ropey. Half-time would have been questionable. Second half would have been tough. So, amazing by Enzo Fernandez. Just the whole play. It was a beautiful play by Chelsea. The second goal was Quansah, I believe. I think it was an own goal. But again, it was work done down the wing. We've played it across, and honestly, Endo, what a block on the line, pretty much, to stop it from going in. And the ball just ricochets around into the box, and then it goes to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk tries clearing it, hits Quansah, goes into the back of the net. We take them. Now, is that an FC goal or is that an FC goal? Potentially, but we take them. So that gives us a 2-0 lead, which was amazing because a 1-0 lead, you're always scared, especially with Chelsea's defence, which then comes the corner kick from Liverpool. And the one man, if I was to tell you, one man from Liverpool you don't want to leave free is Virgil van Dijk. Why the hell did we leave Virgil van Dijk free? But yeah, Van Dijk with the header scores a goal. Sanchez couldn't do anything. And no fault in Sanchez. Another, I say, solid game from Sanchez. We'll break down all the players, but I think another solid game. And then a penalty at the end. Listen, Caicedo, man, the guy's an absolute machine. It was the 94th minute. I think Liverpool, was it maybe like a free kick or a throw-in in the corner? They tried passing it back to one of the centre-backs. Caicedo, who started out as a right-back today, went into DM and was pressuring the centre-backs at like 94th minute. He's a monster. He's an absolute machine. And then he gets taken out by Quansah, who had a bit of a tough game, to be fair, but he's got a Premier League medal, so who am I to say any different? And then Cole Palmer steps up. Like, Cole Palmer had such a great performance today. Like, he looked like his confidence was back. He was playing passes. He was carrying the ball. The only thing that was missing was a goal, which he finally got it. He's broke that duck, which I think was like, it feels like 18 games at this point. It was a big amount. But slots the penalty home. No pun intended. Liverpool. Alisson was close to it, to be fair, but yeah, beautiful penalty. I think Cole Palmer got emotional as well after the game, which you love to see. He obviously cares, you know, so it's amazing. But yeah, let's break down the team. Let's go through it. So the starting lineup was Sanchez, Caicedo, Chalobah, Colwell, Cucurella, Lavia, Enzo, Pedro Neto, Palmer, Noni, and Jackson. Now, but my only we'll save it till we get to him. But Sanchez, let's go with him. I think a solid performance by Sanchez again. Some of these players who've been under criticism are finally starting to come through, which is nice. Sanchez has a solid performance. I can't think of anything to fault him on. You know, he come out and collected balls. He did no stupid crap at the back. Cleared it when he needed to. Amazing. Caicedo, as I said, started out right back. Again, the guy's an absolute machine. Absolute machine. Trevor Chalobah, love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. His positional awareness is amazing. Now, I think you can tell he's played next to Thiago Silva because he just seems to be there all the time, which is... I love it. I love it. Colwell, again, good connection with Chalobah. They both did well. They both were tracking their men, which as centre-backs you love. Cucurella, listen, this guy was my close, if not potentially man of the match. Mo Salah was quiet today. So Cucurella, that pocket is wide open for Salah to just slot right in there. But he did so well against Mo Salah. 1v1s, even I think Pedro Neto would come back and help, or someone, whoever is on that wing, come back and help. So Cucurella had a phenomenal performance today. Another great performance by Cucurella in a Chelsea shirt, which when we first signed him, it wasn't looking great, I must admit. Romeo Lavia, we're a different team with this guy on the pitch. I did a video on him on the channel, and I think he's the game changer, and I think I'm being proven right at the moment, because when he's playing, we're winning. It is that simple. It is that simple. Which begs a question, which I will get to at the end, about Reece James. Enzo Fernandez, he scored the goal, but again, he was always free. He was always linking up play with Cole Palmer and spreading it out wide. Got the goal. His stats are looking good this year. He's played so well. So well. Pedro Neto against Tsimikas, he did amazing. He kept pushing him back, kept taking him on. You know, he set up a goal for Enzo Fernandez. Love it. That's what you want from your winger. And Pedro Neto is that. Cole Palmer. Thank you, Cole Palmer. As I said, this guy carried the ball. He passed it well. You know, the first goal, he was like the pre-assist, whatever they call that, I don't know. But he literally spun Jones, and Jones only fouled because he spun him. There's no slip or anything like that. And then he plays it out wide for Neto to set up Enzo Fernandez. But he was amazing. He created chances. And got his penalty at the end to score. Like, that's what you wanted from him. I'm so glad he got a goal because it was well deserved. And then you got Madueke, amazing again, taking him on. There's a couple of times he did Trent come off for Bradley in the end. Bradley, I think, did much better than Trent. That's a question for Liverpool fans. But again, two wingers attacking their defenders, taking them on, amazing. And then Jackson, he's probably the one at the worst performance, you could say. Only because, like, the guy, I wish I had the stats up, but the amount of times he was offside was confusing. Like, Madueke had a disallowed goal because he was offside, but if he was literally like a couple of yards further back, or like just a couple of yards back, and just in line with the defence, he was free. None of the Liverpool centre-backs were there, so it's very confusing. I don't quite know. Yeah, it's a strange one. It was a strange one. Considering the last two games he scored 3 goals. But, I don't know. It was a strange one. You're up against Van Dijk, but you had Quansah there who didn't have a great game. So yeah, strange. And then players that come on, just looking on the side here, Jadon Sancho had a chance against Alisson to go 3-0 before Liverpool scored, so it would have been nice to get that goal, but he had a chance, he got in the right position. I think at the time we didn't have a striker on because I think Jackson come off for him, so yeah, amazing from Sancho. I wish he slotted that in. It would have definitely helped his thing of staying at Chelsea. Reece James, I'm going to leave for a sec because I've got some things to say about that. Gusto come on for Lavia, which I suppose I can tie it into Reece James, but Gusto come on for Lavia, and Reece James didn't come on for Lavia. Yeah, listen, Gusto, I love him. Hopefully he stays. I'm sure there's talks of him leaving, but he's just got to get game time. And then who else? I think it's just Reece James. So, Reece James, it's an important Premier League game against Liverpool. Now, he played, I think, 45 minutes against your garden. And then, you don't expect Lavia to play the whole game, which is fair enough. It's expected. I expected it. He only did 60-odd minutes last game, and I think it's similar 60 to 70 minutes this game. But he doesn't bring Reece James on for Lavia. He brings Gusto, which is just... I don't get it. I don't get it, but Reece James come on in like the 87th minute for Enzo Fernandez. And to me, as a Chelsea fan, if my captain's not on the pitch leading us, I think this was 2-1 at the time. Like, why the hell is he not playing? Why is he not on for Lavia to begin with? I'd probably be more forgiving if he come on for Lavia when he did, but he only got 10 minutes in total with extra time. I think it's a disgrace. It absolutely annoys the hell out of me. It annoys the hell out of me because then linking to my next point, we're playing Caicedo right back with Lavia in DM. Now I'm worried this is what they're planning for the future, so then they sell Reece James. If that's the case, what the fuck? Because can you really... You don't play Reece James because you're worried about his injuries, but then you got Lavia there who's also, if not more injury prone than Reece James. So I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on there. I think there's something going on behind closed doors which they're not letting us know about. But the fact that Reece James isn't playing, it's a very, very strange one. Very strange one. I don't know. I really don't know. It's questionable. It really is. But listen, let's try and stay positive. We beat Liverpool. As I said, if Liverpool needed to win the league, beat us to win the league, then it will be here on a different game. It'll be a different outcome. I don't think we win. Results around us: Newcastle dropped points. I think they got a 1-1 against Brighton, which is amazing. Nottingham Forest are playing tomorrow against Crystal Palace. Are Nottingham Forest going to start hitting some bad form? They lost to Brentford 2-0 at home, I think it was. Crystal Palace are no slouches. They always seem to do well against teams that need wins. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And even Arsenal there, second with 67 points. They lost to Bournemouth. They could be ended up 4th if they're not careful. They don't turn it on. Now, will that likely happen? I don't think so. But I think they're finished 3rd. So, they need to turn up. So, yeah. Good performance. Solid performance. Some questions, again, needing to be asked about Reece James and the Lavia situation. Sanchez did well. Solid performance. Chalobah, Cucurella, as I said, I think as a whole, 8, 9, 10 out of 10 performances. Caicedo could probably have been a 10 easy. Absolutely easy. Lavia, 9. Cucurella, 9. So, I'm happy. We got the win. So, all that being said, we move on to your garden in the Europa Conference League, or whatever they call it. which should be an easy win. I want to see Champong and George playing in that one. And then we move on to Newcastle Sunday 12 p.m. I think. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching the video. As I said, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, will Chelsea get into the Champions League spot? Thank you very much. Peace out.